Someone is so enamored by you. When they look at you or when they see your face, they get a shock to their body and their heart begins to palpitate just a little bit and they feel excited. And that just feels like love to me. And it feels like that love is, I almost want to say puppy love. It feels like I heard that good old day love. The good old days. Like that love when you're feeling someone when you're like a teenager and you get these like little feelings that you don't really recognize what they are yet when you're young because you're younger, but you feel them. And then over time you begin to recognize that you actually like that person. But see, here it's different because the two of you are adults. This is not puppy love, but it feels like it. It's a love that is nostalgic. See, that's the thing about it. This love is nostalgic. Love of nostalgia, I just heard. So it's a reminder of simpler times. I'm hearing when things were more simple. When things are simple, they are easier to experience. They are lighter. They're not so heavy. So many things happen in life that just make us feel weighed down and heavy and overwhelmed, especially as an adult, because we have so many responsibilities and it absolutely takes all the fun out of life. However, whoever this person is to you, you have uplifted the burden from their soul. Them being in your presence, hearing your voice, you have uplifted the burden from their psyche because you're reminding them that it's okay to be themselves as well as to breathe easy so that you could think straight. Simplicity is not always bad in a complex world because it helps you to slow down. When things are complex, it could become overwhelming and it could become almost disorienting. That's the word that just came to me. And I actually wasn't going to say that. I was going to say another word, but disoriented or disorienting, it replaced the word I was going to say. Complexity is necessary because the world is complex and we are too. However, simplicity, it breaks things down to make concepts easier to understand. When things are easier to understand, then it's easier to handle. It's reminded me of my daughter when she was little. If she had too much food on her plate, like if we went to a family member's house and they would put too much food on her plate, she would get disgusted by it and she wouldn't want to eat it at all. It would completely turn her off. So the portions I gave her were never that big, but sometimes I'll go to certain family members' homes and go visit them. They'll make her a plate and it is just astronomical. And it would turn her off completely. And I feel like I'm using that concept or that example because it just reminded me of how I think we're similar. A lot of us are similar, maybe not everyone, but a lot of us are similar when, like say for instance, someone asks you to help them with something and they put a bunch of tasks in front of you when you already have your own, and imagine them being very inconsiderate, expecting you to put all of your stuff to the side and just focus on what they have to do. Imagine how overwhelming that would be in that moment, especially if you're someone who is in like a people-pleasing energy. If you ever were, and this is just an example, I'm not saying you're like that now because that's not the point of the message, but it's more so just to paint a picture, to help you to realize what you're helping this person to release from their psyche, right? And it's just about a way of thinking. When you think in such a way of simplicity, you're able to break complex things down to make them make sense on each layer of complexity. And it makes it so much easier for one to understand. Okay, so it's either you take a big chunk out of something all at once, or you take little incremental portions and make sense of each portion before you move on to the next thing. That is much more beneficial than trying to take a bunch of information and then trying to sort it out all at once. It becomes disorganized and you become disoriented. So this is what you help this person to relieve from their psyche, off their chest. They had a lot of weight on their back, like carrying the world on their shoulders. Your energy was able to help them to release that and recognize that there's another way. There's another way. And then I just heard where there's a will, there's a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Will. Your will is a way. Your will is a way. And their will is a way as well. And your wills could be the same will in a way. Okay, the words are getting a little funny, a little complex, but I'm sure you know what I mean, right? The wills mirror each other. Okay, so your will, because of your experience, your will is framed differently than theirs, but it's the same thing. It's the same goal. It's the same mission, right? And I feel as though this is what has intrigued them so much, because they could see in you what they were not able to see in anyone else. And it is very, very appreciated on a level of depths that are unknown, I just heard. Because it's very deep. Okay? That's what I'm getting. When I looked at the timer of the video, it said 8:24, which is my birthday. I always catch it. I'm hearing a song now. What's her name? Her name is Deborah Cox. And I believe the name of the song is We Can't Be Friends. I used to listen to this song over and over again when I was younger. When I was younger, I was always attracted to love songs. All the time. And this one, I played it. I would have these moments where I would play it over and over again, because I just thought it was such a beautiful song. But many of you know this song. And it goes, you may see me staring or catch me in the daze. May see me hang my head when you come my way. Don't get too close to me. Expect me to behave. I might just steal a kiss if you come in my face. What I'm trying to say, hey, oh, we can't be friends, can't be lovers, did it be I? But I find you gon' love me, oh, I'll never, ever find another love like you, boy. I love you too much, baby. I love you too much. Ooh, we can't be friends. I'm still in love with you. That song, oh my gosh. I love songs, and I love that song. But that's the song that I'm getting for this message right now. Like, somebody is so enamored by you, right? And I feel as though, I don't know if you've met them before yet, but if you have, and when you do, you will feel the same way that they do, okay? And this is just one of those things where you just know that you can't be friends with this person because your body will not act right if you see them with someone else. Once you know that you have a certain uncontrollable reaction when it comes to a person, you know that is love. That's not just nothing. That is love. That's a certain layer of love. It's something that happens to people when they're in love. You have these feelings that you cannot control, and hey, it's natural, right? And there's so many different ones. It's like nervousness, attraction, in so many different ways, and your body reacts, right? So in that song, it's like, we can't be friends, I'm in love with you. When you're friends with somebody, that means that you can actually see them with someone else and it won't bother you. When you know you can't be friends with someone is when you know damn well that if you see them with somebody else, you're going to start glitching, okay? And it's not going to be something that you can really control. It's just going to be a part of you. You could try to maintain it and try to control it as much as you can. But even if you look controlled on the outside, in the inside, you're going to want to jump out your own body, okay? So this is that type of love. Like, this is that real deep back up love. Anybody in the way or anybody trying to infiltrate the strength of the relationship, it's like back up. Anybody that's causing a problem, back up. That's how it is very protected. This is very protected, and your energy alone, even if you're apart, will protect one another. And that's how powerful this type of love is. It's very powerful, and it extends farther than we realize because the frequency is so strong. This is why there's an attack on the divine unions, because they're so strong and they're so protective of one another, and that protection spreads out to those around them. So it's like protection, not just for that couple, but for their family and those that are associated with them, and those that they make sure that they keep under their umbrella of protection through what means something to them. Okay, what they're in alignment with what the mission that their soul is aligned with, it's protected by these divine unions. And like I said, which I want to say one more time, no matter how far these divine unions are away from one another, when they know one another, that love frequency, it sounds in the ethereal, or how can I say this? I'm not talking right. One moment, please. I had a glitch for a moment. The ethers will hear or feel the frequency. It's more so a feel, the frequency. And the universe will respond. The universe loves love. And through that experience that I had that I told you about a few weeks back, when I had a visit, a spiritual visit, that was proof to me that the universe loves love. And we're meant to love. We're not meant to hate. That's a trick that we need to, what do we need to do with it? I was going to say discard, but it's more like dismantle. It needs to be dismantled so that the true divine change can take place here on earth. It's up to us to do that. So these divine unions have such power. But this right here that's a true power couple, I think, because we hear that term a lot, power couple, right? And many times we just equate that to financial gains. But let's not forget about spiritual gains now. That's most important than anything. Yes, we need money. I know, of course we do. However, the money must be used towards a purpose. When it has anything that we do that has intention and purpose, it activates a special aspect of life that has been blocked from many of us for a very long time. And money is just a tool that allows us to unlock locks, really. Things that have been blocked away from us. So with understanding, authenticity, love, true love, not fake love, not pretend love, not let's play house love. I'm not talking about that. Let me just get this person because they like have a certain image that is acceptable to a certain group of people. It's none of that. I don't care what nobody think. I love you, and everybody needs to go mind their business and live their own life and stop worried about mine. Right? That's that kind of love. That's that love where anybody could get it if they in the way. That type of love. That's real love. When you don't give a damn about what nobody say. Okay? So when you're in love, don't care about what anybody has to say. Because frankly, it's none of their damn business. No, it's not. Okay? So yeah, this person is enamored by you because you truly help them to uplift the weight of the world from their shoulders, recognizing that there's another way. And there is what was I going to say? It's like, how can I say it? There's another way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Your will assisted them to wield their own will in the direction that was always meant for them. However, they were unable to see for some time due to their lack of support in said area. Okay, that's why I was pausing, because Spirit wanted to say that through me, and I was talking, but I needed to let them talk for that moment. So there goes a show, or that's an example, that people that your person or you had around you cause blockages and delays. Okay? So yeah, you help them to uplift the delay and to move forward, because now they know exactly what is the way. Okay? Everything you do, do it with love. I'll see you in the next one.